Hey, what's the truth behind withdrawal? For a lot of smokers right now, one of the reasons perhaps that they continue to smoke is because of the avoidance of withdrawal. There's that deep-seated belief that smokers have created within themselves that withdrawal is tricky, it's difficult, and sometimes even unbearable. So it's only natural for smokers right now to want to delay that whole stopping smoking process because of these deep-seated beliefs. And you know what? Smokers have got evidence as well to back all this up. So everything is above board and it's all true to smokers. Everything that they feel and think is absolutely true to them. And the evidence that I speak of is the evidence from past attempts. Maybe you can relate to this. Perhaps in the past you can remember how difficult those withdrawal periods were, how tricky they were, and that's what's lingered in your memory, just those withdrawal periods back then. And you've created this belief within you that withdrawal, man, those things are kind of hard to get through. And I get it, I totally get it. However, this is the part that I want you to get. And I know that it's going to be difficult for me to change your belief about withdrawal in a few minutes when you've probably been carrying this for a lifetime or for many years. However, I want you to begin seeing things differently because there's more than one way to see things. The withdrawal period that you would have endured in the past and found difficult, it wasn't the withdrawal itself that you found difficult. Because the problem is never the problem. It's a saying that we've got in coaching. The problem is never the problem. It's the thinking and the strategy behind the problem that makes it more of a problem than what it should be. Let me expand on this. I'm letting you know that the withdrawal itself wasn't the issue. It's not what you found difficult. It was your strategy towards stopping smoking that made it more powerful than what it should have been. So what would have happened is that strategy that you used in the past wasn't designed to work, or it wasn't at least designed to work for you. So therefore what ended up happening was doubt began to creep in, therefore stress began to creep in as well, and all of a sudden that withdrawal period became more powerful than what it should have been. Withdrawal itself isn't powerful if you go about it in the right way. I agree that withdrawal can be powerful. It's because smokers are seeing things incorrectly and are going about things incorrectly. But I'm here to let you know, as I said, that withdrawal isn't powerful. How can I prove this to you right now? If it were powerful, then withdrawal would actually wake you up at night. However often you however often you smoke during the day is how often you would wake up at night to have a cigarette. If withdrawal were powerful, it would wake you up and you'd be having those cigarettes. So what's the go here? What's the deal? What makes this whole thing so powerful? Like, what is it? It's the way that you think about withdrawal and therefore feel about withdrawal. It's the thinking and the feeling, the mental and the emotional side that gives withdrawal and the cigarette itself more power than what it actually deserves. Because if you think about this, when you're asleep at night, you're not thinking about anything and you're not feeling anything. So therefore, the mental and the emotional side can't interfere and give the withdrawal or the smoke more power than what it deserves. The only thing that actually still remains awake at night is the physical side of the human being. Whether or not you're a smoker or not, you would have heard that when we sleep at night, that's the best time for our body to heal and replenish itself. So at night, for smokers, your immune system continues to work. And your immune system is all about getting rid of anything that's unwanted in the body. And in this case, with smokers, it's nicotine, it's the toxins, it's all the poisons that smokers put into their body that the immune system gets rid of. and it's doing this at night. It works 24/7. So you can imagine, after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours of sleeping, your body should be screaming for a cigarette. You should be waking up and having a cigarette at night. But because withdrawal isn't powerful, it's not waking you up at night because your mind and feelings can't get in the way. So how can we see things differently? How can we begin to look at withdrawal in a way that is more aligned to supporting smokers, to supporting you becoming a non-smoker? Well, I'll tell you the truth. The truth about withdrawal is this, that we should be thankful for withdrawal, not afraid of it. Without withdrawal, what would end up happening is that our bodies would hold on to those toxins, to nicotine, to those poisons. It would actually hold on to it, and it would only be a short amount of time before it does the damage where there's a point of no return. So rather than being afraid of withdrawal and not wanting to go through that withdrawal period, let's be thankful that our bodies, that our immune system is ensuring that our body does go through withdrawal, because it means it's getting rid of the crap that we're putting into our body. So let's be grateful and thankful that after all these years, that our bodies still continue to work for us and fight for us, even though we're doing the wrong thing by it. And that's the best way to look at it. So as you begin to see things differently right now, perhaps we're just shaking things up a little bit for you. As you begin to see things differently and we begin to challenge some of your old beliefs, what this is actually doing and what you'll actually notice with it, if you hold on to what I've said, is the resistance that you'll have when you become a non-smoker, or when you make those steps to becoming a non-smoker, will be so much less. And speaking of resistance, a lot of smokers out there continue to believe that they need to wait for that right time, for that perfect moment. They need to believe in themselves that they can actually do it. And I'm here to let you know that it's actually not the case at all. It's the very reason why you still continue to smoke. That is false information that you're giving yourself. What you do need to believe in is this: in the system. Believe in the person that's helping you, and if you believe in the person that's helping you and believe in the system and the process that they've got in place to have you become a non-smoker, that's all you need to believe in. And here at Smoke Freedom, we've got that process in place. It's called the recalibration methodology. We use a methodology that works, and as the name suggests, it's about recalibrating the mind and body. So when you do go through that process of becoming a non-smoker, the resistance is hardly there. So you can go through the steps required from smoker to non-smoker, and you can do so with the support and with as minimal resistance. So you too can walk free and let go of that thing that's been controlling you your whole life, and therefore you'll have your freedom. And there's nothing more better in the world than having your own freedom, personal freedom. It's the best, inner freedom.